take out the oxygen packet and make sure you take all your trash with you. Make sure to take all your trash with you. You always want to leave wherever you're camping better than the way you found it. I can talk today, I swear.
Amen.
Leave no trace.
Leave no trace. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, take. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wilderness Weigh-In. I'm Dave.
And I'm Max.
And we're in the beautiful canyon of Farmington.
It's nice and autumn colors today. It's not too hot. It's been a little dry lately. But other than that, we've been able to stay in the shade. It's been really good, and I have built up quite the appetite on our hike.
It's a good hike, there's some good elevation gains, so we're ready for some awesome meals. We picked out the perfect meal just for you today.
Today we've got the Peak Refuel Beef Chili Mac.
This is brought to you from Peak Refuel, an awesome brand we sell here at REI.
Which we are employees of. Don't forget.
Please do not forget that.
This is the first time I've tried Peak Refuel.
Me too. I've had a lot of customers asking questions about Peak Refuel, and so we're going to dive in and hopefully answer some of your questions on how good this is, how good it rehydrates, the overall taste, and just how good this is going to fill in your stomach.
And I desperately need to be filled. I am starving.
I am as well.
I'm very much ready for this.
Okay.
This guy, I mean, mine looks a little better than Dave's.
A lot better, but I actually do like things a lot more dry than swimming, and so this might be a blessing in disguise.
It's true. One of the nice features of these pouches is the bottom here. There's a little fold, and if you've ever had a dehydrated meal before, you know how hard it is to get all the dry bits out of the corners. Well, with this one, you don't have to worry about it.
No, not anymore.
It's rounded, so your spoon just glides right through there.
It's kind of like this, and then when you're going to scoop, it just slides right down.
Makes mixing it a lot easier.
Something for Backpackers Pantry and all of the other brands to take advantage of.
Yeah, where you at, dog?
Come on, let's go.
You ready?
Let's do it. So, spoon.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. So one thing to note, I'm not going to ever seek out a beef and chili mac like I would from our last episode of Fettuccine Alfredo.
Sure.
And it's actually pretty good. The spices, it's really sweet. This is one of the things that talks about. It is a sweet sauce, and they definitely do a good job of getting that sweetness to hit that palate just right. Let's see if I can get just a bean.
First impressions, I like it, and I am the type who would seek out a chili mac. I love the flavor of this. It's got just a little bit of a spice, not like nothing to write home about, but it's good.
It is good. The noodles are going to be more of like your macaroni and cheese style type of noodles. Beans rehydrated really well. There's some meat in there. Yeah, I think the overall flavor, there's a tiny bit of some spice and kick. Nothing insane though. No.
My initial I think I could have let mine rehydrate a little longer, but not by much. There's a bit of a crunch in some of my beans, but I'm starving, so I don't care.
I think a lot of backpackers who are either stopping for lunch or stopping for dinner are going to kind of overlook some of the stuff that's maybe not as hydrated as well.
Yep.
but I think flavor is going to be one that is hard to overlook.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So flavor here is actually really good. I would actually seek this one out on my next backpacking trip, honestly.
So while you're munching down, I'll give some of the facts. This pack is the 2 serving. So I'll go through all the 2 serving nutritional facts, because there's no way I'm only eating half of this. Calories, we got 720 through the whole bag. We're sitting around 29 grams of fat. That's total fat. We got 74 grams of carbs, which for all you runners out there, you know, carbs are life.
They really are.
40 grams of protein. This guy actually has more protein than some of the other more fancier meals, which is nice. It'll help rebuild and refuel after your long hike. Which, I mean, for all you gym rats out there, you know how important protein is.
You sure do. When we picked this guy up, it came around $12.95. We're going to provide a link in the description below where you can find this at rei.com. Sometimes these meals do go on clearance or on sale, just depending on expiration date and different sales that we're trying to do. So go ahead and look out for those sales, or just know that these guys aren't too expensive. They try to reasonably price them for what you're getting.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would definitely pay that for this.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I love chili, and I love mac and cheese. So the fact that they put them together, forget about it. So, Dave, overall taste.
Okay, overall taste out of 10. I'm going to give this, from someone who's not a huge chili guy, I'm going to give this a 7.
Oh wait, we do out of 5. Out of 5, Dave.
Out of, what's the math on that? Would that be like a
3.5?
3.5? Yeah.
It would be a 3.5. 3 over 5. I'm gonna give this a 4.
Awesome.
I really like this one.
What do you like so much about it?
I'm a big fan of the sweet and spicy.
Awesome.
It's not too sweet. It's not too spicy. You still get kind of that cheese flavor from the dehydrated cheese, the powdered cheese, which is nice. I think as far as a chili mac goes, oh no! 5 seconds. As far as the chili mac goes, if this were to have been made not dehydrated, 100% would eat this, without question. The fact that it's dehydrated, I mean, doesn't take away from the fact that I'm gonna eat it. But that's when the texture kind of kicks in. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay, sweet.
Next on the list. Speaking of texture.
Texture, I'm going to give this, I'm going to give it a 4. It's kind of hard to mess up noodles and beans, and with mine not being as soupy as kind of yours is, I like the texture. So I'm going to give mine a 4.
I'm gonna go with the 4 as well. The noodles are well rehydrated. The beans could have used a second more, and the beef chunks could have maybe used a few more minutes. That's my own fault. We're right about 5,000 feet above sea level, so it's in an iffy spot of if we should have waited a little longer.
Give or take 1 or 2 feet.
Yeah, so maybe if I would have left mine a little longer, I'd be more satisfied with the texture, but I think I'm gonna agree with you on your 4.
Awesome. Perfect.
Rehydratability.
Word of the day. That's actually the word of the day today. Rehydratability. Have you heard of it? I don't think so. Rehydratability, if you actually do the servings, if you actually do the water right, which I don't believe I did, I think Max did. I think that rehydratability, if you do the right calculations, if you know how high up you are and kind of time it right, I think that this will rehydrate very well. Beans are going to rehydrate well. The noodles are going to rehydrate well. I'd give this like a 4, 4.5.
I agree. Yeah, it was user error on my fault, or on my part. that this isn't fully done, but yeah, 4.5 for me.
Awesome.
This is, I'm very pleased with this.
Yeah, it's really good.
We're not quite done with it yet.
No.
But when we are, we'll get back to you
We sure will.
and tell you know the fillingness level on a scale of 1 to 5.
Not 10.
Not 10. Not 10.
Never 10.
5.
5.
We'll be back in 1 second. And welcome back.
So, how'd you like it overall?
I loved it. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish the whole thing because it was so filling. The filling ability, the fillingness.
Filling ability.
5 out of 5 in my opinion.
5 out of 5. I'd have to agree as well. I'm actually really full, but not like overly stuffed. For someone, this is the third time I've said this, for someone who's not a huge fan of beef chili mac, I actually pounded this way faster than I thought I would. I actually finished the whole thing, and it was really good. I actually will grab this the next time we go on a hike.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There is also Peak Refuel makes a 3-bean chili mac, which is different. We'll do that one later. But as far as the beef chili mac, spot on.
Spot on.
This is great.
And one thing too, just to know that this is not going to be for all of you vegetarian and vegan enthusiasts and followers.
This is beef.
And there is milk as well.
And
so.
it's mac. It's kind of got both the things.
It is really good though, so take our word for it.
Yes.
Overall, I would give this one, honestly, I'm kind of shocked I'm saying this, but I'd give this one like a 4.
Yeah.
Really, really.
Yeah.
Altogether.
Yeah, this was solid. I don't know the math of what our average was between all of our scores.
Yeah,
but,
it's probably way off, but
you know, it'll appear right here.
So, just like what we said, we will link this in the description below. You can usually find this at your local REI, wherever that is, and find one of us in the green vest, and we'd love to help you out.
That being said, don't forget, when you're making this, take out the oxygen packet, and make sure you take all your trash with you. Refreshing packet. Make sure to take all your trash with you. You always want to leave wherever you're camping better than the way you found it. I can talk today, I swear. Leave no trace.
Leave no trace. Follow the good old
adage
of...
Is that the word?
Yeah, that's a great word.
That's a great word.
That's tomorrow's word of the day's adage.
I have a head injury, okay? I have an excuse.
he really does. So, thanks again for watching. We will see you guys next time on Wilderness Weigh-In.
Have fun out there.
We love you.
Yes! Cut. Crushed it.